How's it going, guys? It's TacTixHD here, bringing you my thoughts on the 2014 FIFA World Cup groups, as well as my predictions as to who's going to make it out of the group stage. So, as you guys can see, there are 8 groups here: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And in the first group, guys, Group A, we have Brazil, Croatia, Mexico, and Cameroon. So, pretty balanced group compared to the rest of them. Brazil obviously is the host of this FIFA World Cup, so they're expected to do quite well. Croatia is a pretty decent team. Then we have Mexico and Cameroon, who are probably the two bomb teams in this group, but can definitely compete, at least with Croatia, for that second spot. At B, guys, in Group B, sorry, we have Spain, Netherlands, Chile, and Australia. I think, Spain being the returning champion, Netherlands being the returning runner-up, that's a lot of power in that group. Also, Chile and Australia are both decent teams, especially just for like the third and fourth teams in that group. In Group C, we have Colombia, Greece, Ivory Coast, and Japan. So this is kind of a weak group. Colombia is probably the best team in that group, and they're not even one of the best teams in this tournament. So it shows you how the groups are really not that balanced. In Group D, guys, we have Uruguay, Costa Rica, England, and Italy. So aside from Costa Rica, we have three solid teams who are all going to be competing for those top two spots. Group E, guys, we have Switzerland, Ecuador, France, and Honduras. So another very weak group. I think France is pretty lucky to be in that group. Group F, guys, we have Argentina, Bosnia, Iran, and Nigeria. So this is another weak group in my opinion. Obviously, Argentina is the definite favorite in that group, and probably Bosnia as the runner-up. In Group G, guys, we have Germany, Portugal, Ghana, USA. So that group is probably the toughest group in the FIFA World Cup. Just kind of insane how they have 4 really good teams there. I believe all 4 of those teams made it past the group stage in the 2010 World Cup, and now they're all in the same group. So it's going to be quite interesting. Obviously, Germany and Portugal are probably the 2 favorites, but Ghana and USA are both quite competitive teams, and they could possibly be a dark horse and slide into the second spot. And finally, guys, in Group H, we have Belgium, Algeria, Russia, and Korea Republic. So all 4 of these teams are decent. I wouldn't say any of them are strong competitors for the cup. Neither any of them pushovers, kind of like Costa Rica, Iran, or any of those teams. So that should be a pretty interesting group. And right here, guys, I'm going to give you my predictions on which 2 teams from each group I think are going to advance. So as you guys can see, in Group A, I picked Brazil and Croatia. Brazil is by far the best team in that group, as well, being the host nation. I think this can have added pressure as well as added motivation to make it. Croatia, I think, is probably the second best team in that group, and I think they'll definitely take that spot. Group B, Spain being the returning champion, one of the best teams in the world. Netherlands returning runner-up, one of the best teams in the world. It's pretty hard not to pick Spain and Netherlands to move on. Group C, Colombia was hands down who I was going to pick to get first. And then it was kind of a toss-up for me between Ivory Coast and Japan, but I decided to go with Ivory Coast. I feel like they have a more balanced team. I feel like, they're probably the only African team I think I picked to make it, but I think they're one of the better ones, and I think that they have a really good shot in this group. Group D, guys, probably a lot of people aren't going to agree with this. I have England and Italy. Obviously, Uruguay is going to not be making it. I think Italy is probably going to finish first. England finished second. The only reason I have England finishing ahead of Uruguay, basically, I think Uruguay's defense isn't strong enough, and I think England's a better all-around team. Also, a little bit biased there. I'm Canadian, so I never really get to cheer on Canada in the World Cup, but I always cheer on England, as a lot of my family comes from England, so that's a team I like to see do good. And even aside from that, like I said, I think they're a more balanced team, but that'll be very close group there. I think they're probably the second strongest groups behind Group G. Group E, guys, we have Switzerland and France both moving on. I think, like I said, France is definitely not one of the better teams in this tournament. They're not very good at international play, but they have a pretty weak group here, and I think Switzerland's a pretty young team, and I think they have the potential to definitely make it into that second spot, and who knows what they could do from there. Ecuador and Honduras are both not going to be making it. In Group F, guys, I have Argentina obviously making it, just powerhouse in that group, and I have Bosnia getting that second place spot. I think Bosnia has more depth, more just good players throughout the team than either Iran or Nigeria. In Group G, guys, this is obviously a really tough one, but I think I gotta go with the favorites here as well, just the teams that probably have the most star power on them. That's Germany and Portugal. Germany, I think, is going to do very well in this World Cup, and Portugal, when they have Cristiano Ronaldo on the team, I mean, it's pretty hard not to take them. Obviously, Ghana and USA are not going to go down without a fight, and that's definitely going to be the funnest group to watch, or that's not even a word, most fun group to watch. And finally, guys, in Group H, I have Belgium and Russia both moving on. Belgium's going to be placing first, Russia will be placing second. Also, guys, for Group G, I have Germany first and Portugal second. And I think, Belgium's a really good young upcoming team. And I think Russia is also a pretty good team, and I think they're a little bit better than both Algeria and the Korea Republic. So that's who I have, guys, moving on out of the group stage. Let me know what you think about my predictions. I'm sure you're at least going to not agree with some of them as well as agree with some, so let me know what you guys think. Also, guys, just right now, just kind of giving my quick 2014 World Cup final predictions. For my final four, I'm taking Brazil, Spain, Netherlands, and Germany with a Brazil and Germany final. I think Spain's going to be really tough for them to repeat World Cup finals, plus with the Euro Cup championship. Netherlands, I don't really like their defense. Brazil being the host, Germany just being such a solid team throughout. I think those two teams are going to play in the finals. And then in the Brazil-Germany final, I think Brazil is going to upset the host nation and win the 2014 World Cup. So anyway, guys, those are my predictions. Like I said, let me know what you think. Love to hear from you guys. Get some conversations going. Besides that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please, if you did, leave a like. Also, guys, you see in the bottom left-hand corner there, this is a FIFA 14 image. Stay tuned for some FIFA 14 stuff. I've got it on Xbox One now, so I should be able to make some quality stuff for you guys to watch. Besides that, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned more. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
It's the kind of beat that go.